We had an airline completely funding its own engine repair shops to dodge industry bottlenecks, a pizza chain tracking delivery drivers with AI, and automakers swallowing expensive price hikes strictly because the tech sector is hoarding all the memory chips.
Right. I mean, it is a fascinating collision. The artificial intelligence buildout is finally hitting the old economy in a physical way, and they are paying the price.
Exactly. So looking at earnings from yesterday and today, we are really seeing this play out across legacy manufacturers and transport operators. Reports from General Motors, 3M, and RYAAY all basically tell the same story about physical constraints right now.
Yes, and the constraint starts with this downstream AI tax. Look at GM. They called out a $1.5 to $2 billion full-year headwind. A huge piece of that is surging DRAM component costs just to build their cars, largely because tech data centers are monopolizing those chips.
Which is wild considering GM just posted its best first-half EPS ever, mostly by backing away from electric vehicles. The core business is executing, but they are still getting taxed by the hyperscalers.
They are, and 3M is seeing the exact same thing. They actually expect high teens production volume declines in their consumer electronics wing simply because their customers cannot afford downstream memory components. The supply it's just choked out.
So you either eat the cost or you try to insulate yourself. I mean, that seems to be the other big theme here. Companies defensively spending heavy cash just to own their own pipelines.
Oh, absolutely. Relying on fragmented global vendors is now an active structural risk. You have RYAAY looking at broken third-party repair networks and saying, okay, we will just build our own private engine maintenance shops by 2029.
An airline basically deciding they have to become heavy industry mechanics just to guarantee they can keep planes in the sky.
Right. Or look back at GM. They are deliberately absorbing heavy localized transition costs to rip their Cadillac supply chain away from global bottlenecks and pull it entirely into the U.S.
Okay, I want to pivot quickly because the headline numbers in some of these industrial reports today were a bit messy today. I mean, Northrop Grumman printed a huge 25% profit jump, but that was not operational execution, was it?
No, it was a classic accounting illusion. That EPS beat came almost entirely from an IRS tax recalculation. It actually masked a deeply disappointing operational quarter, specifically about $159 million of unplanned charges for testing delays on defense rocket lines.
A very good reminder to look past the tax adjustments.
Always.
Looking ahead, the big variable for me is demand visibility. RYAAY specifically refused to give full-year profit guidance because European passengers are suddenly waiting until the very last minute to book flights.
Yeah, if that compressed booking window stays permanent, forecasting airline margins gets significantly harder from here.
Definitely something to monitor. The individual company episodes in the feed hold the call-by-call transcripts uncovering how these operators are relocating those supply lines. Thanks for listening today.